Right, so what the fuck I've been doing? I've been quiet for a couple of days. Right, so I've been trying to make my, layout maker to work at like 100% probability. So it always makes something that works. Like I did not tell, but like previously this thing only worked like 60% and I like cherry picked the ones that actually worked. So now I'm gonna like actually try to, make this thing work every time. So let me just kill myself and try this 10 times. That should be a stress test. Then I can finally start making the trap part of the generator. Once it works at a reasonable probability. Like I will take something like 99. Nah, fuck it, 100%. It has to work every time. Because people don't want to see like a broken map. That's gonna like sour their milk. And yeah, the generation speed, I can't really speed it up. I run into issues when I made this thing go, faster. It started to like misplace, or it placed the pieces correctly. Like you can't go like down down. Like you can't create two down pieces at once. But it would make the orientation of the pieces like fucked. So anything below 0.02 would cause this. Like 0.02 itself is fine, but if you go with a logic delay of 0.01, it would fucking break. I have no idea why this happens. Like if someone figures out why the delay like is inconsistent, then fucking tell me because that shit's really annoying. And that's also the reason why why this machine like it's slow. It's like it has to play 60 pieces to make a short to medium-sized death run course. That's a long time because even with the 10-second wait period, it starts placing them instantly, of course. But even with that, as you can see, it's not done. It needs more time. But if I make this even a little bit faster, it just breaks. Or it breaks sometimes. Like now it's kind of working. I think I've done four already, and there's a filter there. That's why I can only trigger the end as runners for preventing any uh, unnecessary things that might never happen. But yeah, this number just tells every time it moves, and the number above it is like these three numbers make another three set another set of three numbers, and those six numbers are used to tell each direction up, down, left, right, front, back, like how often they can do that. And this should create like so many different probabilities. Like it should be more than 1,000. Not sure about repeats, but like I did some basic calculations, and it's a lot. Like six different, like actually there is a like nine different weights for each direction, and there are six different directions. So it could be any of those, any combination of those weights on the six directions, and that's a lot. That's like maybe millions of different combinations. So, but now I just have to figure out, make sure that this works every time, and then I can actually do the trap part. I'm repeating myself, but I'm just frustrated at this point. It, like I only notice the problems when I like actually tried to like this when I tried to stress test it, and I every time it would always make some weird fucking loop, some kind of like spiral movement, and it would make it so that it can't move in any direction. Hopefully you can see it. I made like a failsafe for that situation where it like wraps itself around so it can't move anywhere up down because there's these triggers, and these triggers tell like you can't go here. And toggle triggers are fucked. But yeah, it uses these triggers to like direct this generator where it can go and where it can't, and the, the rules can like fuck up. It can make situations where it can't move anywhere, so it's literally just stuck, and that would make a unusable map. But I made like a solution for that, and I decided to have it make a teleporting piece. Like if it can't move anywhere, it would make a piece that teleports the generator itself somewhere else, like maybe there. They're like currently it's like predefined. It would pick three specific spots and teleport to those. And I know that's a problematic approach. The actual generator could go on top of this predefined piece and cause overlap. So I might have to do a double check. Like if has the generator been here? If it has, then don't place teleporter destination there. Hopefully I can actually show it because it's hard to understand it without seeing it in action. But random chance. I'm not sure how many of the dimensions even have the teleporters. It's all based on like conditionals. Okay, now yeah. Speak of the devil. So yeah, it created a situation where it can't go anywhere. So this up piece, this is special. It can't go left, right, or back or down, but it can go up or like forward relative to this. But in this case, it's stuck. It can't go up because there's the roof trigger, and it can't go this way because it already was here. So it's like fuck. What I'm gonna do? It can't place a ending piece because those are like this. It wouldn't work here. So it's gonna be this teleporting piece. So let's see, where does it send me? Okay, it sent me here. Right. So now it's gonna like do it again, like work normally, and place a piece. And yeah, this time it worked. Fail safe worked. But there are even more special occasions where it does this shit twice. Like I can only use one of these teleport. Actually, I fixed this last night. I made it so that it can do two teleports. So if it does this fucked up shape again, like here, it would make another teleport set, maybe like there. Was it here? The places are always the same, because I don't know. I was lazy to make it any better, but it should do it like twice. And if it does this thing three times, this impossible move, then it's fucked. I might have to, but it should run out of moves before that happens, so I should be fine. But yeah, like it seems to work. It finally seems to actually do what I want. It wasn't a easy problem. Like in the beginning, it kind of worked perfectly, but the problem was that it wasn't random. You would get these like really predictable. You would get the same set of moves almost every time, and I think this is truly random. This will make something that will like not repeat, except it will because I made it so that the dimension numbers. I said this before, but if you don't know, I made the dimension numbers so that it would always make a what the fuck was I about to say? It will always make the same course. Like the dimension numbers are tied to the course, and this is good because I can actually bug test the logic. Like if I find a fucked up dimension, it's gonna just I can just use the numbers with the fucked up dimension and modify the thing until it works. And I've done this like 6 times, and I'm at this point where I think it works. I haven't gotten a broken. Some of like the last round was pretty weird, but it worked. It looked a bit weird, but I'm just worried about it working, making a random course that has a beginning and an end. Like even something as basic as that is surprisingly hard to make. And yeah, there's currently only one. It looks the same every time. It uses the same pieces, the same this green and blue thing. with the pool and the stairs. I could make it like anything. I could make it a teleporter, a jump pad, and I'm gonna have different things to for it to spawn. But you know, I just want this. Oh, excuse me. I want this logic thing to just work. So currently it likes doing this thing where like if it's the last round and it can't place anything. Like here it should have placed this piece here because it can go here, but it didn't place it. So I have to fix that too. I have to check why it doesn't. It does work, but it looks so it looks weird. Or I could leave it in. Who knows? Maybe it's like this quirk of the generator. But yeah, there's this really weird problems, and the logic is getting a bit complicated now. It's getting harder to debug it. So I have to get it. I have to make it work before I start making it even more complicated with the traps and stuff. So that's why I've been stuck here. But yeah, I've done like many tests now. Maybe I'll do one more, and this will be the one that fucking breaks. I'll do one more, and if this works, then I'm gonna stop recording and update you later, like the trap section, because that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna do the trap section first. And the weight system, it's pretty simple. It basically says how many, like each movement will increment this number by 0 to 9. And the 0 to 9 part is randomized for each direction, but each number corresponds a direction piece. And because the weights are always randomized, you will get this like almost fractal patterns sometimes. Like it will repeat some section like constantly. Like you can kind of see it here. It creates this, and then this, but then it makes this. So you can get these really interesting repeating patterns, which could create some really nice visuals. But anyways, I've been rambling for enough. Hopefully you understand what's happening currently. And see you next time. 69.